As soon as I told all my friends that I was going to play through the Halo series for the first time, my buddy Blake said, "I can't wait for you to play Halo 3." And that was kind of the sentiment around a lot of their comments, was how good Halo 3 was. A couple of them really liked Halo 2, and of course there's always one that loves the original, being Halo Combat Evolved, but just about everybody wanted me to play Halo 3. As soon as I was done with Halo 2, we literally booted up Halo 3 that night and got to work. And right off the bat, even for a game being nearly 20 years old, a little less than that, it looks amazing. It looks great. Not only does the game look amazing, but the gameplay continues to be worked on and is even better than CE and Halo 2, which you would hopefully expect, being that this is the third installment of a trilogy. Speaking of it being a trilogy, I have to say this is probably one of my favorite trilogies I've ever played. When you look at a lot of games, like the Mafia series, there's 3 games, but they don't really work together all that well, and that's just not the case with the Halo trilogy. Every game feeds off the previous in such a just really good way, in such a holistic and organic way. Nothing is forced. There's no plot holes, at least right now, that they have to like dig themselves out of or anything like that. It's just a well put together trilogy. And it's kind of funny how in today's gaming world we don't really see games that get this much love through 3 installments. To make a long story short, we are essentially trying to restart the Halos and use the Halo in order to destroy the Flood. And that arc is so well done. It's really well thought out, well written, and well executed. You also get a lot of feel-good moments. At the very end, the Arbiter actually takes the elites back to their home world, and it's kind of a big full circle moment now that we're befriending the elites. There's even a nice moment at the end, even though Keyes and Johnson die. The Arbiter is at the memorial for those that lost their lives during the course of the Halo games. And of course, Cortana and Master Chief are floating out in space. Cortana calls him by his real name, John, which I assume we'll learn more about in some of the later games. And it kind of leaves you on a cliffhanger, but not an unsatisfying cliffhanger. Like, I feel like a lot of the questions of the game were answered, but they left enough doors open to where if they wanted to continue, they definitely could, but it's also not necessarily a necessity. I think sometimes when games don't have a satisfying ending, people get upset, but sometimes it's up to the gamer or the consumer to kind of form your own opinions at what happens at the end. So I like how there was a little bit of vagueness. Obviously, they've made however many other games past Halo 3, but playing this back in 2007, that would kind of be my take on that. As always, I was fortunate enough to play this through with a friend, and I really think the co-op experience makes Halo just so much more fun. Especially Halo 3, where one of us is Master Chief and the other is the Arbiter. I just really like that now there's not 2 Master Chiefs or 2 Arbiters running around. It's, it kind of works with the story that one person is the Arbiter and the other is Master Chief. Not only that, but as I've mentioned before, my buddy Drew, who I'm playing all these games with, is one of the biggest Halo fans I know, so he is definitely a good resource to use because he pretty much has every answer to every question. And he's also not telling me what's happening in the future. He says, oh, you'll figure this out in ODST or Halo 4 or whatever it is. So we have a good little team working here. But other than that, I really don't have too much to say on Halo 3. Just a short little rambling video for you here today. But yeah, I really like this game. I didn't really have a lot of negatives at all with the game. I just personally prefer Halo 2 to Halo 3. The only critique I have, and it's not even a critique, it's a positive critique, I guess, but the game is hard. The final mission, or I believe it's the final mission, it might be right before the final mission, but when you're running through the snow and the Flood just continuously spawn, I don't know if I was just stupid or what, but it took me a while to get through that, and we actually died more than I'd care to admit, but we still had so much fun playing this game. Like I mentioned, the story's great, everything's great about Halo 3. I can't wait to play ODST, That video should be coming next week. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you today. The last thing I'll leave you with is a couple of life updates. I'm currently in the process of moving. If you followed me for a while, you know I just recently moved about a year ago. Well, we're starting that process over again. So if there's a week or two with no videos, just know I'm trying to get settled into my new spot. But this weekly kind of ramble series that I do, it really fits what I want the channel to be, and I get to play whatever I want. I do want to do another episodic video. I'm just not sure when we're gonna, make that happen. But thank you for the support. We are still pushing towards 400 subscribers, so I appreciate each and every one of you, and I can't wait for you guys to see the ODST video. Peace.